Hey everyone, welcome back and happy Thursday. All right, guys. Well, I'm like, what day? Happy Thursday, guys. We'll be back tomorrow for Hot Messy Topics, which is always so much fun, with Kendrick Tucker and Emily Hanks. I have Mayday right here, who is clearly trying to make a cameo, which is totally fine. Now, in the meantime, I think we have something to celebrate with Teddi Mellencamp, but we also have some Summer House sort of drama. So it's like a good balance, which I think is what Bravo is supposed to be. So before we jump in, if you guys have not, go ahead, pop off in the comment section. If you're not subscribed, get subscribed. Don't forget to hit that notification bell, and let's jump right in. It's so funny because people always say to me, Adam, well, especially people who have been here for a long time, you're allergic to your cats. Why do you still have them? Why do you let them in your lap? And I'm like, it's because I've had them since they were like 6 weeks old and they're little babies to me. So I'm like, I can't get rid of them. But yeah, they really like mess up everything. That's why I live with Visine because, well, I have naked cats that I'm allergic to. Anyways, we're back to talk about Teddi Mellencamp and Summer House. So let's start with Teddi because we have something to celebrate. Teddi shared a hopeful update on her battle with her stage 4 metastatic melanoma. There was a tumor reduction. So interesting. Just yesterday, she posted that recent scan showed all of her tumors, which had spread through her brain and her lungs. They've either shrunk or disappeared. And she said, I broke up with him, but I felt he was saying that because he wanted that, he wanted that like victim. Like he wanted to be like, she did it. She caused this. Yeah, well, she broke up with the tumors. Now, the treatment progress, she said that she was optimistic, stating that these results indicate her treatment is working and that she also expects to be cancer free after completing 2 more immunotherapy sessions. So that's good. And she did credit her resilience to both medical care and her Mellencamp blood. So I think that if you watch her, she's just grateful for her supporters and the people who are like sitting here having her back and the people who are just kind of like, even though you might be an asshole on Two T's in a Pod, which she owns, it doesn't mean that you want anyone to be going through a situation like this. Like that's how I've worded it, so many times. And some people kind of take offense to that, but it's not meant to be offensive. I just mean like it's so much more fun to have you on Two T's in a Pod when, like we're not sitting here supporting you going through this journey. So I just want you to get better. I want you to heal. I want you to get back to like sassafras. And then when you do, then we can all play because that part's not real life. It's entertainment. But her father, John Mellencamp, also had a candid conversation with her about, getting buried, where she wants to be buried. And she did share this on her podcast, but I do want to play a clip of her. Hold on. Clip. Here we go. Thank you to Teddi.
Getting news, everyone. Honestly, the crying is already done, but I just finished with all of my scans and my tumors have significantly shrunk, which doctors believe means that this all will work and that I will be back to myself and feeling good. I have 2 more sessions of immunotherapy, and then hopefully I am done and I will be cancer free. I'm going to keep a positive outlook because that's the way my doctor just spoke to me. He's like, you did this, you got this. And then, of course, in complete Coog's way, he said, you got that Mellencamp blood, so you're good. Really exciting news.
All right, guys. So on top of that, you saw where Kyle Richards said, best day ever. So grateful. The real Camille Grammer Meyer said, congratulations. This is amazing news. And Erica said, thank God. So, I do agree. I think that there is a lot of love. And I think that really at the end of the day, nobody knows when you're going to deal with something like that. You wouldn't wish it on your worst enemy. And also, of course, like, if you had a family member or a friend dealing with something like that, you would always want to show support, but I think it's important to, I feel like karma is real. You never want to wish someone who you don't like to go through something like that either. And, that's been a lot of the comments that I've seen. It's been like, okay, well, you don't necessarily like so and so, or you don't, whatever. And I'm like, what? Who gives a shit? Really, who cares? I don't have to like somebody to be like, I don't want something bad to happen to them or have compassion. So I don't always necessarily understand that, but that's okay. This is good. It's positive. Here we go. But I want to go over to the Summer House cast for a second, because the Summer House cast I showed you earlier on Up and Adam Channel 1, where we have the seating chart, and they are filming today the reunion, which means Lexi Wood finally gets to say whatever she has to say and get it off her chest. But as far as that goes, Jesse Solomon responded to claims made by Lexi regarding their relationship. And she did have love bombing allegations where she described their 2-month relationship as isolating and the worst one that she's ever experienced. And she accused Jesse of being manipulative and withholding really important information. But he responded by addressing all of these claims, acknowledging that he was excited when Lexi was flirting with West, and he discussed the dynamics of the relationship. But moving forward, Lexi dating Drake, he also commented on rumors that she dated Drake, and he gave some perspective to that. But some of the misconceptions were that Jesse discussed, well, especially about him. He was just trying to clarify that he did not have any ill intent towards her on the show. Um, I think though, for her specifically, I think two things. I think that one, he came in really wanting a showmance. I think that solidifies you on the show. But then I think for her, she fell for it in the sense that she was not on reality TV before. And she was like, oh my God, this guy likes me, which he might have. But I think what we failed to acknowledge here was maybe Jesse Solomon was using you, and a little bit, like, in some capacity. I don't know. I'm thinking out loud right now. I can see where both sides are looking at it. He's like, "Look, girl, you joined a reality TV show. Like, what did you expect?" And she was like, "Well, I expect, even though I'm joining a reality TV show, for, like, what for you to honor your word. So what you're saying, how you're presenting yourself, what you're telling me that's going on when I'm not there, I expect you to be a level-headed human and understand that, hey, if you say something, I don't know you enough to know that you're a liar, so I'm going to take that at face value." I hear both sides. Both sides. Ay, ay, ay. Anyways, I want to hear what you guys think. Guys, also don't forget that we did team up with our friends over at roseforever.com. And here we go. All you have to do in order to enter to win one of the 3 bouquets that they're giving away is go to upandadamlive.com and drop your email into the email list. Click sign up. And that's it. It's free. We're not asking you to buy anything, nothing like that. But in case you do want to buy a bouquet for Mother's Day or an anniversary or a birthday or anything like that, it's one of my favorite gifts to give. All you need to do is go and click on the link in the description and just use code UP, capital UP 20 for $20 off your purchase, because they already have like great incentives right now. So this is more just them being really sweet to us and us being able to give you guys something that maybe you wouldn't have had for free. Who doesn't love free? Smash the like button, show some love, and let's also congratulate and send all of the love to Teddi. Bye, guys.